Yes, good morning, dear students. This is Business Studies class of class 11th. Students, today we will discuss some case studies related to that topics that we will have already discussed. So, first case study, this is related to the functions of commerce. Okay, Nikhil wants to start a wholesale business of stationery items, but he is hesitating as it will involve hindrances related to finding consumers, moving goods from place of production to market, right? Storing goods because of time gap between production and consumption, risk of theft, fire, accidents, procurement of capital to finance above activities, providing information to the consumers about products, etc. निखिल एक होलसेल बिजनेस स्टेशनरी आइटम्स को जो है स्टार्ट करना चाह रहा है बट ही इज हेजिटेटिंग बिकॉज इसमें बहुत सारे रिस्क हैं, बहुत सारी हिंड्रेंसेस हैं, प्रॉब्लम्स हैं. किस किस से रिलेटेड? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल टू फाइंडिंग कंज्यूमर्स, सेकेंडली टू मूविंग गुड्स फ्रॉम प्लेस ऑफ प्रोडक्शन टू प्लेस ऑफ कंजम्पशन. ओके, एंड नेक्स्ट स्टोरिंग गुड्स. ये सब प्रॉब्लम्स उसको वो फेस कर रहे हैं बिकॉज ऑफ टाइम गैप बिटवीन द प्रोडक्शन एंड कंजम्पशन, कि वो उन गुड्स को तब तक कहाँ पर रखेगा. एंड रिस्क ऑफ थेफ्ट, फायर, एक्सीडेंट, प्रोक्योरमेंट ऑफ कैपिटल टू फाइनेंस above activities, providing information to the consumer about products. Okay, he approaches his friend Anant to discuss his problem. Anant, who himself imports the electric appliances for the purpose of the exporting them to other countries, advises Nikhil to carry on with his plan and explains to him various functions performed by the second limb of business, that is commerce. Commerce we have already discussed in my previous lecture, sorry. So Anant elaborates on various advantages of trade and auxiliaries to trade after getting convinced by the advice given by Anant. Nikhil starts the business named Nikhil Limited and finds no major problems at all in converting his desire into ongoing business. So Nikhil gets his company registered under the Companies Act 2013. Okay, this is the case study. So students, now we will see some questions related to this case study. First is the trade may be broadly categorized into two categories. Name the category under which Nikhil is doing the wholesale business of stationery items. So students, trade may be broadly categorized into two categories. So which categories? First one is the internal trade and second is the external. Okay, so this trade is related to the internal trade. Okay, second question is, before starting his business, Nikhil was afraid of some hindrances which were removed by the functions of commerce. Name that part of commerce which exclusively helps in the process of trading and goods and services. So students, in previous lecture, we have discussed about auxiliaries to trade. You know, auxiliaries to trade means all those activities which are undertaken to overcome the hurdles appearing in the way of trade, या जो भी hindrances हैं business के रास्ते में, उसको सबको ये remove करती है. So commerce include not only trade but also various other auxiliaries or aid or subsidiary activities, all those activities which are undertaken to overcome the hurdles, okay, appearing in the way of trade, that is called aid to trade or auxiliaries to trade. इसमें कौन कौन सी hindrances थी? Hindrances of person, hindrances of place, hindrances of time, hindrance of risk, hindrance of finance and hindrances of information. And solutions भी हमने यहाँ find out किए थे. If the hindrances of person है तो middleman is the solution. Middleman means wholesaler and retailer. ऐसे ही place से related है तो transport and communication. And if hindrances of time है, then warehousing is the solution. And hindrances of risk है तो solution is the insurance. And hindrances of finance है तो solution is the banking. And hindrances of information है तो solution is the advertisement. Okay, so answer is the auxiliaries to trade. Okay, if in your question it is need to explain this point, now you can explain auxiliaries to trade with their hindrances and with their solutions. Okay, next question. External trade may be classified into three types. Name the type under which Anant was doing his business. So students, uh, in this case, in external trade means foreign trade, we discussed about import trade, export trade, and interport trade. Import trade means when business of country buys some goods from the businessman of another country. And export means when the trader of one country sells something to the trader of other country. Okay. And interport trade means when a country imports some goods from another country and then export the same goods to some third country. मीन्स एक कंट्री से आप लेते हैं गुड्स और सेम गुड्स जो है वो आप आगे किसी थर्ड कंट्री में उसको सेल कर रहे हैं. दैट इज नोन द एंटरपोर्ट ट्रेड. सो इन दिस क्वेश्चन वी विल चेक कि क्या उसने बिजनेस किया कर रहा है वो. यस, अनंत हु हिमसेल्फ इंपोर्ट्स द इलेक्ट्रिक appliances in second paragraph for the purpose of exporting them to other country. Yes, वो एक कंट्री से ले रहा है, इंपोर्ट कर रहा है और एक्सपोर्ट कर रहा है वो अदर कंट्रीज में. तो दैट इज द टाइप ऑफ एंटरपोर्ट. ओके, so answer is interport. Next question, name the service which helps Nikhil to remove the hindrance of storing and stationery items. Storing and stationery items की hindrances को remove करने का जो solution था that was warehousing. Okay, and next is the name the service which helps Nikhil to remove the hindrance of place. So place से related आपकी क्या इसमें solutions था? Transportation, right? And state any two features of company form of business. Student, this topic is related to unit 2 and we will discuss later. Okay, तो ये question अभी आप इसको छोड़ दो. Next question is identify the value which according to you motivated Nikhil to take advantage of auxiliaries to trade. So वैल्यूज आप इसमें जो भी आपको सुटेबल लग रही है वो आप दे सकते हो. फर्स्ट इज द सेफ्टी. Nikhil has worked towards safety by taking specialized services of various auxiliaries to trade and reducing future uncertainties and risk to a great extent. Okay. Second is a collaboration. Okay, Nikhil has worked in collaboration with various services provided by auxiliaries to trade to ensure success for his business. Okay. Next question. Next question, next case study is Shaurya is running a take-away fast food joint in Kanpur under the name Swad. Recently, when his cousin Rahul organized a party at his place, he had placed an order for food at Swad worth rupees 5,000. Okay. However, Shaurya declined to take the money from Rahul because of his love and affection for him. Okay. And in context of the above case, now question is, will this activity related to the supply of food from Shaurya's restaurant to Rahul be classified as a business activity? Why or why not? So students, उसने उससे bill लिया ही नहीं, so that's why this is a not economic activity. So no, this activity related to the supply of good food from Shaurya's restaurant to Rahul will not be classified as a business activity because it was undertaken out of love and affection and does not involve transfer of change of goods and services for value. यहाँ जो goods दी गई हैं उसके बदले में उसने money जो है उससे charge नहीं किया है. So that's why this is the not economic activity. Next question is mention the related feature of business. So the related feature of the business is that there should be sale or exchange of goods or services between the seller and the buyer. ठीक है. Next question. Reema bought a new house recently. She plans to shift there in near future. Therefore, she is selling off her old kitchen appliances at OLX and has also made some profits in the process. Okay, न्यू हाउस रिसेंटली उसने भी लिया है एंड शिफ्ट कर रही है वो शिफ्ट शी प्लान्स टू शिफ्ट देयर इन न्यू फ्यूचर and she is selling off her old kitchen appliances at OLX and has also made some profits in the process. So in context of the above case, question is, will this transaction be constituted as a business activity? Why or why not? देखो ये फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो वो सिर्फ वन टाइम ही कर पाएगी, तो ये रेगुलर बेसिस पे नहीं है, ठीक है. सो दैट्स व्हाई दिस इज द नॉट द ट्रांजैक्शन ऑफ बिजनेस एक्टिविटी. सो आंसर इज नो. This transaction will not be constituted as a business activity, as one single transaction or sale or purchase does not constitute business unless it is carried out at regular basis. Okay. Second question is, mention the underlying characteristic of business. इसमें जो characteristics आ रही है वो कौन सी है? That is a dealing in goods and services on the regular basis. Okay. तो यहाँ ये characteristics बतानी है आपको. Next question. India is currently the third largest producer of eggs by weight and sixth largest producer of chicken meat in the world. The meat production in India has grown by the brisk 10% and egg production by 5% over the past 10 years. By 2030, over 40% of India's population will be urbanized and the number of working women is likely to double. So this could significantly boost the market for frozen foods, including poultry products. But the potential is constrained by recurring incidents of disease in poultry products, no awareness on frozen food, and rising feed cost. Okay, so in context of the above case, question is, identify and explain the different kinds of industries being discussed in the above paragraph. So students, different kinds of industries जो इसमें डिस्कस की गई हैं इस पैराग्राफ में, फर्स्ट वन इज द दैट इज रिलेटेड टू द एग्स एंड मीट प्रोडक्शन. ये जो एग्स एंड मीट प्रोडक्शन है, दिस इज रिलेटेड टू द प्राइमरी इंडस्ट्री. ओके, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इसमें प्राइमरी इंडस्ट्री है, और आफ्टर देन इसमें क्या है, ये जो फ्रोजन से रिलेटेड बात की जा रही है, फ्रोजन फूड इंक्लूडिंग पोल्ट्री प्रोडक्ट्स. तो ये क्या है, प्राइमरी टू सेकेंडरी मीन्स जब आप उसका यूज करके, प्राइमरी का यूज करके उसको न्यू प्रोडक्ट में कन्वर्ट कर देते हो, दैट इज कॉल्ड सेकेंडरी इंडस्ट्रीज. तो फ्रोजन फूड हो जाएगा उसमें. तो फ्रोजन फूड इज रिलेटेड टू द सेकेंडरी इंडस्ट्री. नाउ यू विल गिव द डेफिनेशन और मीनिंग ऑफ द प्राइमरी एंड सेकेंडरी इंडस्ट्रीज. ओके, फर्स्ट वन you will give the answer primary industry, and products related to these industries are eggs and meat production. And after then you will give the meaning or definition of primary industry. Primary industries are concerned with all those activities which involves the extraction and production of natural resources and reproduction and development of living organisms, plants, etc. Okay, and second point is secondary industry in this question, frozen food जो इसमें यूज किया गया, frozen food, that is related to the secondary industry. Now you will give the meaning or definition of secondary industry, because यहाँ identify भी करना है और explain भी करना है. Okay, so that's why first of all we will give the name, and then जो भी इसमें word जो use हो रहे हैं, जैसे eggs and meat production, that is related to the primary, and frozen foods that are related to the secondary. तो ये आप मेंशन करेंगे, एंड आफ्टर देन यू विल एक्सप्लेन प्राइमरी एंड सेकेंडरी इंडस्ट्रीज विद द मीनिंग और डेफिनेशन. ओके, सेकेंडरी इंडस्ट्रीज आर कंसर्न्ड विद द यूजिंग द मटेरियल व्हिच हैव already been extracted at the primary stage to produce goods for final consumption or for further processing by the other industries. Okay, next question, state the category of type of industries to which the different kinds of industries as identified in part first belong in. So categories आपको बतानी है, इसमें categories भी बतानी है, because you know कि primary has two categories, genetic and extractive, और जो एग्स एंड मीट आ रहा है वो किसके अंडर आता है, वो आता है जेनेटिक इंडस्ट्रीज के अंडर। ओके, और सेकंड हमने बताया इसमें फ्रोजन फूड सेकेंडरी इंडस्ट्रीज के अंडर बताया ना, तो ये किस कैटेगरी के अंडर आता है, बिकॉज सेकेंडरी इंडस्ट्री ऑल्सो हैव एनालिटिकल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग एक्सेट्रा ना, सिंथेटिक प्रोसेसिंग असेंबलिंग, ये सब थी इसमें सेकेंडरी इंडस्ट्रीज में भी। सो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्रीज के अंदर आएगा ये आपका, क्या आएगा ये, फ्रोजन फूड। ओके, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्रीज। ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 8. India is the largest milk producer of the world. Okay, moreover, increasing demand of milk and milk products has made dairy farming a profitable business. Considering these facts, Raghu, an industrialist, has decided to set up a dairy farm and cheese producing unit in Haryana. He plans to deal in an extensive range of fresh mozzarella, processed cheeses, pizza cheese, cheese singles, naturally flavored cheese with black pepper, garlic, cumin, herbs, and species, जो भी है, spice, and mascarpone, mozzarella, and grated cheese for pizza in various combinations. Okay, so in context of the above case, first is the identify the different kinds of industries Raghu wants to set up. Identify करना है सबसे पहले, इसमें आपको different kinds of industries, इसमें industries जो use की गई हैं, क्योंकि milk से related है dairy farming, that will be under the primary industry. Second जो है cheese जो है वो produce किया गया है through milk. तो जब आप natural cheese को एक new one में produce कर देते हो, that is called secondary industry. Okay, तो B point is a secondary industry, और secondary industry में आप बताएंगे इसमें जो भी यहाँ पर cheese produce किए गए हैं, cheese producing units. Okay, then the second question is state and explain the categories of type of industries to which the different kinds of industries as identified in part 1 belong to. अब now state and explain. स्टेट भी करना है आपको सबका, पर्टिकुलरली वो किसके अंडर आ रहा है, जैसे कि फर्स्ट इज द डेयरी फार्मिंग, ये जो है वो प्राइमरी इंडस्ट्री के जेनेटिक इंडस्ट्रीज के अंडर आता है. ओके, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल जेनेटिक इंडस्ट्री एंड देन एक्सप्लेन द मीनिंग ऑफ जेनेटिक इंडस्ट्री. अब यहाँ पर आप मीनिंग के उसको डिटेल में बता सकते हो. तो जेनेटिक इंडस्ट्रीज रिलेट टू द ब्रीडिंग प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल्स फॉर देयर यूज इन फ्यूचर reproduction, like a poultry farm, fish hatchery, etc. Okay, second is the secondary industry. वो इसमें आपने बताया था चीज प्रोड्यूसिंग यूनिट, ये किसके अंदर आएगा, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्रीज की. ओके, नाउ द मीनिंग ऑफ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्री. Manufacturing industries are engaged in the production of products for final consumption and creating home utilities. Manufacturing industries may be further divided into 4 types, like analytical industry, synthetical industry, processing industry, and assembling industry. Okay. Next question. Deepak Enterprises Limited has been earning high profits over the year. So as a result, its owner, Mr. Deepak Sethi, is leading a good standard of life. Moreover, he plans to open a new branch office in a few months. Okay, he plans to open a new branch of a few months. He is planning. So in context of the above case, first question is identify the different points highlighting the role of profit in business being discussed in the above paragraph. So students, इसमें जो highlight हो रहे हैं profit से related जो भी points है, first of all, it is a source of livelihood for the business. जो profit का importance आपको बतानी है कि क्या role है उसका किसी भी business को survive करने के लिए. ठीक है, एक सबसे पहले जरूरी है यहाँ पर प्रॉफिट. सो इट इज द सोर्स ऑफ लाइवलीहुड फॉर द बिजनेसमैन or to survive the business. Okay. And second is it is the important source of finance for meeting expansion needs of business. If you want to expand or develop your business in a large scale, so that's then it is a very big need. Okay. तब भी आपको जो प्रॉफिट है वो आपका उसमें री इन्वेस्ट हो जाता है और उससे क्या होगा फिर और प्रॉफिट से प्रॉफिट अर्न होगा. ठीक है. सो इट इज द इम्पोर्टेंट सोर्स. तो अगर प्रॉफिट जो है उसका आपको यहाँ पर ये 2 पॉइंट्स हाईलाइट करने थे. Second question is earning profit cannot be the only objective of the business. Do you agree with this statement? Justify your answer. Yes, we agree with this statement because only one objective means earning profit cannot be only objective of the business, because a business seeks to create a balance between different needs and goals of different interest groups. Like इसमें आपने बहुत सारे ऑब्जेक्टिव्स किए हैं. अब आप उन ऑब्जेक्टिव्स को भी यहाँ पर हाईलाइट कर दीजिए, है ना. वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड ऑल द ऑब्जेक्टिव्स. सो लाइक कंज्यूमर्स, एम्प्लॉइज, सोसाइटी एट लार्ज, इन सबको भी आपको यहाँ पर माइंड में रखना है. सो देयरफॉर इट नीड्स मल्टीपल ऑब्जेक्टिव्स रादर देन परस्यूइंग ओनली द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजेशन. हालांकि फर्स्ट जो है वो प्रॉफिट ही है, बिकॉज अगर प्रॉफिट नहीं है तो आप सर्वाइव भी नहीं कर सकते. तो प्रॉफिट तो है वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बट प्रॉफिट के साथ साथ जो बाकी ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं इसके वो भी इसमें वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है. ठीक है. तो जो प्रॉफिट ही ओनली एक ऑब्जेक्टिव नहीं है इसमें. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Good Health Limited is a name of Recon within the organic food segment. The company enjoys a 30% market share in this segment over the past 4 years. It introduces new range of products on a regular basis, keeping in mind the changing needs and preferences of people. Through the best use of available resources, its work efficiency is high. Moreover, in order to keep the high morale of its managers, various professional programs are organized by the company from time to time. Okay. Now the questions are in context of the above case. First one, identify the various objectives of business being discussed in the above paragraph. So students, we have discussed all the objectives of business in previous topics, in previous lectures. So you know very well the objectives of, first of all, we have discussed economic objectives, in which profit making, creation of customers, innovation we have discussed. And second is the social objective, so in which we have discussed high quality goods at fair prices, contribution to community development, fair returns to investors, and providing employment. So these objectives we have already discussed in previous lectures. So now we will find out which objectives are discussed in this case study. So various objectives of business being discussed in the above paragraph. First of all, market standing. मार्केट स्टैंडिंग कहाँ है देखो एक बार आप फिर से मैं एक बार केस स्टडी बीच बीच में रिपीट कर रही हूँ, सुन लो. Good Health Limited is a name of Recon within organic food segment. The company enjoys 30% market share in this segment over the past 4 years. It introduces new range of products on a regular basis, keeping in mind the changing needs and preferences of people. Through the best use of available resources, its work efficiency is high. So moreover, in order to keep the high morale of its managers, various professional programs are organized by the company from time to time. So first objective is market standing. Every business should strive to create and maintain a reputable market position with regard to its competitors. हर कोई चाहता है ना कि वो एक अच्छी सी अपनी रेपुटेशन बना के रखे, क्योंकि कॉम्पिटिटर्स भी है मार्केट में और उनकी पोजीशन बनी रहे. सो इन ऑर्डर टू अचीव अ स्ट्रॉन्गर मार्केट स्टैंडिंग, a business needs to focus on enhancing customer satisfaction. यहाँ पर जो है कस्टमर्स को सेटिस्फाई करना ज्यादा जरूरी है. ओके. सेकेंड इज द इनोवेशन. उन्होंने क्या किया है इसको और भी इसको इंट्रोड्यूस न्यू रेंज ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स ऑन रेगुलर बेसिस. सो दैट्स व्हाई सेकंड पॉइंट, सेकंड ऑब्जेक्टिव जो इसमें आ रहा है, दैट इज द इनोवेशन. So in order to obtain an edge over the competitors and boost its public image, every business needs to constantly review and revise its products. ठीक है, कॉम्पिटिटर्स हैं इतने सारे और उसको उसमें अपनी इमेज को बनाए रखना और उसमें आपको कॉन्स्टेंटली अपना रिव्यू करना है कि हमारे प्रोडक्ट में कहाँ कमी है, कहाँ हम इसको इम्प्रूव करें और कहाँ इसमें हम कुछ न्यू थिंग ऐड करें. सो एंड प्रोसेस इन टर्म्स ऑफ क्रिएटिंग बेटर टेक्नोलॉजी एंड यूटिलिटी. ठीक है. एंड नेक्स्ट इसमें जो इसमें आप यूज करो प्रोडक्टिविटी. प्रोडक्टिविटी सो क्योंकि ये देखो इस लाइन में आपने बोला है through the best use of available resources, its work efficiency is high. High morale in the manager. Yes. The ratio of value of input of to values of output. Ratio किसकी देखनी है? Value of input to value of output reflects the productivity of activities. Okay. So every business seeks to achieve a higher level of productivity by increasing its efficiency. Yeah, efficiency is related. This line, through the best use of available resources, its work efficiency is high. So in this point, productivity is here. Okay, next is the manager performance and development. अगली लाइन देखो, next में आपने क्या लिखा है? Managers various professional programs are organized by the company from time to time. So managers performance and development. Okay. So manager performance and development is an important objective as managers conduct and coordinate business activity. So therefore various programs need to be implemented for motivating them. Okay, and an enterprise must actively work for this purpose. Okay, question number 2. State any two other objectives not mentioned above. जो यहाँ पर objectives mention नहीं हुए वो अब आपको इसमें बताने हैं. अभी और भी बहुत सारे objectives थे आपके पास. You can give any two जो यहाँ पर mention नहीं किए. Any two. It's your choice. Like generating employment opportunities. Employment से related कोई यहाँ discussion नहीं हुआ. So employment. Okay, and supply of desires, quality of goods of services. Quality से related कोई बात नहीं की है तो high quality goods at fair prices. Okay, now you will give any 2 points of objectives and explain them. Okay, and next last case is Harshit runs a well-known departmental store in Delhi. He procures different kinds of products from all over the country through railway, roadways and airways. He also owns a godown to hold the stocks. He has also taken an insurance policy worth rupees 10 crores for his business. Moreover, he has taken a loan of rupees 2 lakh from ICICI Bank in order to meet the short-term financial needs of his business. He has placed information about his store on the hoardings, billboards, etc. in order to popularize them. Okay, this is the case. Now questions are in context of the above case. What is the auxiliaries to trade? So students, you will give just the meaning of the auxiliaries to trade. Okay, this activity which support trade are known as auxiliaries to trade. But you will give the meaning in detail. Okay. Next question, identify the different auxiliaries to trade that are being used by Harshit in his business by quoting lines from the paragraph. आपको lines भी quote करनी है साथ में और बताना. Okay. From the second line, in first line, second point, he procures different kinds of products from all over the country through railway roads, roadways and airways. Okay, this point is related to the transport. Okay, first of all आपने इसको quote करना है जिसे like this inverted commas में आपने इसको quote करके then you will show the point is the transport. Secondly, और लाइन्स देखेंगे इसमें, he also owns a godown to hold the stocks. ये देखिए यहाँ पर मेंशन है, तो गोडाउन से रिलेटेड है. So solution is point is warehousing. Then he has also taken an insurance policy 10 crore. 10 crore की उसने insurance policy भी ली है ना. He has also taken an insurance policy worth rupees 10 crores for his business. Quote करेंगे इस line को and you will give the point with this line, insurance. Okay. Auxiliaries to trade की जो services है, that is insurance. You will give the name of that service. Answer is insurance. And then he has taken a loan of rupees 2 lakh from ICICI Bank in order to meet short-term financial needs of his business. So answer is the banking and finance. Okay. And last one, he has placed information about his store on his hoarding, billboards, etc. in order to popularize them. अपने आप को पॉपुलर करने के लिए ये सब उन्होंने किया है. तो ये किससे रिलेटेड है? एडवर्टाइजिंग से. तो पॉइंट विल बी एडवर्टाइजिंग. ओके. कोट करना है आपको पैराग्राफ में से ही प्रॉपर, एंड उनके बाद उसके पॉइंट्स को अपने हाईलाइट करना है. राइट. So now the questions, now the case studies are done. So students, revise these case studies, and if you have any queries, now you can ask. Thank you, students. Have a nice day. Excuse me, ma'am.